Montgomery County, Missouri, northwest of St. Louis, part of the Missouri Rhineland. Small towns, farms, churches, and wineries, home to more than 12,000 people. Mothers, fathers, sisters, and brothers, all of us neighbors, caring for one another. This is our community, and these are our stories.
My mother was blind, and she had pernicious anemia and had to have a B12 shot every 3 weeks. And so we would come here for the shot rather than trying to go to a doctor's office. The hospitals and the doctor's offices, they really look at you strange when you say, well, we can get the health department to do that, because there are so many things that the health department does here that other counties' health departments do not do. I fell in 2014. I was going into the garage to get ready to go to the bank, and I missed a step. And I bounced off the car, and I have a freezer in the garage, and I bounced off the freezer and landed on the floor and blacked out. I'd never blacked out in my life. And when I came to, which wasn't very long, but long enough that I knew I'd done something to my ribs, and so I got up and went and called 911, and they all came, and then went to the hospital, and they did an MRI, and I had a subdural hematoma. He kept me in the hospital overnight, and then I came home the next day, and when they were checking me out, how they do this and do that, I said, well, they said, you're going to need home health care and possibly rehabilitation. And I thought, well, I don't know about the rehabilitation, but these ribs, I'm not going to be able to do anything for myself. Well, I was, but at the time the pain was there. And so I said, well, get Montgomery County Health Department. And this nurse said, the health department? I said, yes, they're a home health care agency. I'd heard that so many times I knew to say it. And she said, oh, are you sure? I said, yes. So they called, and sure enough, and she came back all smiles and said, you're all arranged. That's another experience with the health department. I had breast cancer, and I had to have somebody check on my wound. I guess you call it a wound, the incision. That was another fight, because they said, oh, we'll send this person from somebody in O'Fallon. I said, why would you send somebody from O'Fallon when I can use the health department in Montgomery County? It's like 2 miles away. And that's the nice thing about the Montgomery County Health Department. If you don't know them, you soon do, because everybody's so connected. It is a small county. If you know that you're going to the hospital, even if it's in the middle of crisis, and you think, well, what am I going to do when I come home? Lots of times you don't have to go to a facility, especially if you live alone like I do. If you have to go to a facility, it's all new and different, and adjusting is part of the stress. If you could come home and have somebody come and check on you, that's better, and that's something that you can do in this case.